Hello. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming to my channel. Today, we have a very special guest. Who is it? Of course, Elena Danaan. Bye-bye. So she has come and joined us from her spaceship. So this is a very, very special edition. So which spaceship are you in right now?
Oh, I'm in a spaceship that is hovering above France.
Wow, so if you're in France, please look up in the sky. You might find it in a spaceship. My question, I have many questions. The first one is about spaceship. I think it's about 1 or 2 months ago, you or Alex both said that you both were at the Andromedan spaceship. You met each other, and people in Japan don't know about that. So, could you explain your experience, how that happened, please?
Yes, so it was a surprise that was made to me by, I didn't know at the time, Morene. Morene is an Andromedan ship captain, commander, a friend of Alex Collier, and he had invited me. So a spherical ship came to take me, and I didn't know where I was going, and I was invited to Morene's big, huge, spherical spaceship. And it was the first time I was invited there. And I had the surprise. I'm excited. I had the surprise to meet there Alex Collier. He goes there often, and for me it was the rare time where physically I meet someone, a friend from Earth, on a spaceship. And he was surprised as well, so it was arranged by Morine, and we visited the spaceship. He made a tour for me. We had a long chat and shared experience, and we couldn't wait to tell the people of Earth afterwards.
Yeah. So you said Alex go there frequently? I didn't know that.
Yes, he's very secret about it. Yes.
Really? Why? Why does he keep it secret?
That's Alex. I don't know.
And so my next question is, when you both do teleportation to the spaceship, you said spherical round-shaped ship came to pick you up to go to Andromedan ship. So is that the regular ship that's pick you up?
Yeah, no, it's not the regular ship. The regular ship that picks me up, it's a scout ship from the Federation.
Mhm,
It's a flying saucer shape.
mhm,
So that is what picked me up at first, and
mhm.
then we were met by this other spherical little shuttle, I would say. I
Oh,
think I
I
can call
see.
it like this, from the Andromedan ship.
So when you say scout ship, you know the scout kind of ship we saw in Mount Fuji? Well, we couldn't really see it very closely, but you said scout ship. So is it
Yes.
that kind of ship that you go on?
Yes.
Oh, I
Yes,
see.
exactly the same kind.
Is it
Yes.
the same? Is it the one that came in Eastbourne?
I do not know. I do not know.
Okay. But the Mount Fuji one is the scout ship. But is
Yes.
that one was a manned ship or no, nobody was on board?
The scout ship
Mm,
that picked me up
mm.
was a manned ship.
In Mount
Yes.
Fuji, you don't know which, if it was
I do not know.
okay. But usually it's not manned ship, right? Because it's still
No.
dangerous.
It's too dangerous. Of
Mhm.
course, the deep state still has retro-engineered weapons that
Okay.
can affect the torsion field of these spacecrafts.
But whenever you are picked up, it's always manned ship. There's somebody in the ship.
Yes, for my protection. I'm never on my own in a ship.
But
I
this
would
time,
touch everything.
but this time when you went to Andromedan ship, Tohan wasn't in the ship.
Yes, he was. He
Oh, he
was.
was. So usually every time Tohan is on the ship.
Mostly. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just the crew. But
Oh,
most of the time he's here.
wow. So that's so nice. That's so nice for you. So, how often recently do you go on the ship, scout ship? How often do you meet Thohan?
Maybe once a week. Once a week.
Once a
Exceptionally twice a
week.
week. Yes.
Wow. You don't meet necessarily your boyfriend or girlfriend that often. So you seem to be very close to each other. So
Yes.
so you meet Thohan so often.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry. So you're not lonely or you're just so happy. Your life is so happy.
It is. It is absolutely.
So
It is,
nothing to
just to get
worry, Elena.
out of Earth and see the Earth from above and far. It really puts everything in perspective.
Wow.
And I really see the mission,
Oh yeah,
what
yeah,
is
yeah.
important in my life, what is important in my work. And when I come back to Earth, I'm very calm and I'm very happy.
Are you happy to come back to Earth?
Now I am happy, yes,
Okay,
because I
before
see
you weren't
humanity
that much.
stepping into their true path of sovereignty. Before, in the previous years, before I embraced my mission, I wasn't happy to come
No,
back
no, no.
because, you know, um,
Yeah, I know. I know, but it's good that you look more beautiful.
oh, thank
You
you.
look more like alien more. You don't look human these days.
Ooh,
So you feel like you're not from here these
yes,
days,
and I know I'm not from here.
but you
And
feel a bit, distance from ordinary people.
actually, no, because we are all the same, no
Mm-mm.
matter where we are born, where we come from.
Mm.
When you realize who you truly are, you realize that separation is an illusion and that we are all interconnected, whatever the planet we are from. It's a great
But
revelation.
I think in your case, I know that you're a very loving person, but you have all these experiences which is so extraordinary that we haven't experienced. So it's a bit difficult for us to understand what you went through and what, your beautiful experiences because we haven't experienced it. So that's a bit difficult for us to really understand each other. You know what I mean? So,
Yes, yes.
mm. So
And
in that,
I do my best to share with people in the simplest ways through my
Mhm,
videos, for
mhm.
instance, and my books with illustration, the adventures and experiences I have because I want people to know and to be, to, to know share the same joys or the same amazement and the same information. So it's I do my best for that.
Could it be that you're, out in the space in high frequency place, that you're very extremely pure, that you really don't want to be like contaminated. This is just an image. I don't know how I can express it, but you're already very busy with your mission, going up and down once a week. If I were you, I will be just busy with that. I can't be
Yes.
thinking about other people. I can't be thinking about Miyoko, what she's doing. I can't be thinking about that person, this person, because you're just so busy, with your work, with your mission. So maybe that makes you a little bit a distance from people. Because regular people is always getting together and saying, I have this problem, I have that problem, and that you don't have time to do that, right?
It is very difficult for me to keep up with my friends, with the people I love. I try my best to know what is going on in their lives because
Yeah.
I care about people I love on this.
Yeah.
It is very difficult to manage the time of the heart.
Because I've spent many hours with you in Japan, and I know you very well, and I've seen that you're a really loving person. You are. You are really. You're very kind and you're a very loving person. I know you very well. But I think maybe people might misunderstand you because, they don't know that you have all these missions and you're so, so busy. And your mission is so important for you. So you don't want to be bothered or attacked or judged or, misunderstood because you're doing this very important mission. And you're risking your life sometimes, right?
Yes.
And you're risking your life sometimes, right?
Yes, I do, and I'm very careful. And it gives me also perspective because when you are, I can say, popular or famous person, of course you will have people who love you and people who don't understand you and who are triggered and criticize, which is normal. So it is not something that affects me, the criticism, because I know it is their own way of trying to understand and dealing with their own emotions. So I'm not really into listening to the criticism. I wish these people to find who they are and understand the cosmos, and they feel better,
Yeah, I never listen to any criticism. I don't pay attention. I don't have time.
I know, and I know you too. And I can tell your audience, I've also spent time with you in Japan, and I know that with you.
We're too
You are a very
busy. We're too
focused
busy.
person.
Yeah. So why should I pay attention to nonsense?
I know. And you're very famous in Japan, so of course you have criticism, of course.
Yeah.
But I have never seen you talking about it.
No.
Never.
But if I see some stupid comments, I just delete it and say goodbye.
And you have a laugh about it. I know that, like this.
Goodbye. In your case, you're really doing something very extraordinary. I emphasize that. You go physically, which is a bit different. So when you go physically, you go like dematerialize and then you materialize, right?
Yes.
People can't see you flying up.
Some people have seen me because I'm not, in fact, I am not, as you say, flying up it's teleportation. So I disappear, I reappear in the ship.
Yeah.
And some people have seen, actually 3 people have seen the blue flashes when I teleport, and but it's, it's difficult teleportation. The first time you are sick because it's shock.
Still must be something, when you come back, something is a bit not good. When you land, come back, that maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
The first time, actually, 10, 12 minutes it took me the first time. And when I still come back, I need a glass of water. Water helps, all the atoms of your body, the particles, to settle.
Yeah. Okay.
Water has this ability. But I'm a bit dizzy for a while. Yeah, at the first times I was nauseous in my stomach.
Sure,
now I'm not anymore. I'm used to it. And since I've changed my diet, I'm not eating heavy elements, heavy food. So my stomach is fine, But before I was eating cakes and bread, and sugar and things like this. And
but the Japanese manju, the Japanese sweet, they have sugar inside.
I know.
But is it okay?
No, it's not okay for me.
You're eating a lot.
Once, times, 2 times. Times 2 times you can. Of course, the body needs sugar. But you need to eat sugar reasonably. You need sometimes to have a little bit of sugar,
Okay,
Your physiology needs this, but not too much,
But I can see you each time you glowing, Yeah, glowing because you're going up into the high frequency and you're very careful of you consume. So, wow. So when you come to Japan, I'm so excited to see you in more beautiful shape.
Thank you.
Like
and I look forward to meet the people there.
So my next question is, do you always go to Excelsior with Thorn? Not this Andromedan one, but usually you go to Excelsior?
Yeah, so the scout ship brings me to the Excelsior, what the station is called by the Excelsior, Thorhan Space Station, Battle Station, actually. Yes, I usually go there. I meet Thorhan there in the landing bay, and then we have a walk to different places in the ship. That's most of the time, but sometimes I'm picked up by another type of ship, which is a Anach shuttle. It's from another culture, another civilization. It's Ia, my Anach friend. People know them by the Anunnaki, the good faction. So it's a different type. It's like a little plane. It's a shuttle with back wings, and Yes, so same process. It comes into orbit, lower orbit. I'm teleported on the shuttle, and then we fly. It takes about a little bit more than 10 minutes to go to the Nibiru ship, which is in the orbit of Jupiter. It's very far, but it's very fast.
So that is like once a month or
Oh, that's more rare.
yeah.
That's about, I would say, 3 times a month.
3 times a month. So you're very
Yes,
busy. You're going like
average.
7 times into space a month.
More or less, yes, yes,
Wow,
yes.
you're so busy. And you're
And
doing
once
many work, writing books and Star Nation News. You're so busy, busy, busy.
once every about 2 months,
Hmm.
I'm invited, but it's not regular.
Yeah.
I am invited on my friend Una's ship, who is another culture, is the
Wow.
Intergalactic Confederation.
Wow.
But that's more rare because she knows I'm very busy, and my body is needs to recover every time. Miyoko, you know, but your audience, not all of your audience
No,
know.
no.
I am not trained as a astronaut. So physically it's difficult sometimes. I sometimes have problem with my lungs, problem with my heart. I'm tired. It's difficult sometimes because I go there physically. So they're very careful. When I'm tired, they don't take me.
So if you say that it's so much burden on you, wouldn't there be other people like you, not as much, but somebody who go physically up? Not like a emissary, but you know what I mean? There must be some
Yes.
other people that go.
Alex Collier does
Yes, yes.
because he's emissary for the Andromedan Council.
Okay.
But regarding the going physically, it is not yet authorized because of the Prime Directive. The Earth has not officially entered the era of being membership with the galactic community. So physical travels are forbidden.
Oh, I see. Okay.
People have been physically in space were abducted by grays.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
good people don't abduct people. So
Yeah,
that's
but maybe recruit.
you have the space programs, the secret space
Yeah, yeah,
programs,
yeah,
but
yeah.
now they're over. They're
But
over.
I mean, and I know lots about the dark fleet, the dark
Yeah.
side secret space programs, but I don't know much about, Solar Warden, the light side, but there must be
So
humans on Solar Warden as well.
yes, even human colonies. That's something else. That's
Yeah.
not about civilians. Now we're talking about the military.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
Different.
Yeah.
So regarding the military, there is a lot of military people
Mhm.
who are working with the Earth Alliance in space, and of course the fleet of Solar Warden employs a lot of personnel. Yes, so that's the military
Yeah,
side.
I see.
Yes, of
But
course.
humans, and
Yeah,
I
human.
understand the reason why it's only you, because of the Prime Directive.
As a civilian,
Yeah, civilian. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes, it's different.
Wow.
As a civilian, you know,
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
that's it.
So now this UFO disclosure at last kind of started for the regular people, but it's very laughable, and but how do you see this disclosure? You know,
So
disclosure.
So this is part of the Great Disclosure Plan
Hmm.
that is orchestrated by the Galactic Federation of Worlds
Hmm.
with the Earth military and the White Hats. So this, you have, as I always say, there are two parts of this plan. The Galactic Federation of Worlds and the Intergalactic Confederation
Hmm.
are in charge of showing more and more spaceships in the skies. You
Hmm.
see them every day if you
Hmm.
look up people.
Hmm.
And orbs, which are probes, spherical orbs. And the humans of Earth are in charge of disclosing the presence of extraterrestrials since on Earth, in the good side of the military, such as the US Navy, and now working conjointly in programs with the White Hats since the late 1940s. And also what has been going on with the negative extraterrestrials, the Greys and the Sikaar reptilians and the Nazis, etc. So this is disclosed progressively through a free website that Mr. Trump has made available for people, which I think is alien.gov, something like that. And so people have now access freely to this information. Everybody that has access to internet. So it is done in a very good way, that very clever, that they are first going to give you evidence, photo evidence and information evidence that is going to make people think, and then they are ready to hear more, not to shock, because if you give an information very shocking for everybody, people, the human mind will have difficulty to take it. So it is done progressively, but it is going to go faster and faster by levels.
Oh, I see. Because I was bit thinking, because because I've been doing conferences as well already 3 times, and these people like you and Tony Rodriguez and the Alex Collier, it's very, very advanced what we're doing, because you're really physically going up. But this disclosure that just happened for the regular people is like, oh, maybe there is a UFO ship, really? And maybe there is aliens. It's just so like a real beginner, like a kindergarten level. And we're, much, much more advanced. But I was thinking there's a big gap between this level and this level, and it's too much gap. But you say this is one grand plan. So it's all working together.
Yes, and it's a catching up, in fact. Catch up with the reality of things.
Oh, I see.
Yes, and it is progressive. And it has started. It will not back down. It is going to go forward more and more.
Oh, I see.
And my work is to prepare the people of Earth, everybody, to be familiar with these extraterrestrials.
So I tell everybody, this event is the most, you can feel the space more in this conference than anywhere else, because it's true, right? It's true.
I know.
But yes, what I was going to say, I realized like Bob Lazar, he's very, very famous on YouTube, and lots of people watching what he says. So this is all under huge plan. Everything is planned, right? Even that person. And there's documentaries made about him. And I can't see because I'm in Japan. But that's also part of the disclosure, you think?
Yes. The idea is to sensibilize people to the existence of extraterrestrial, the real existence, to pass from disclosure through sci-fi now to disclosure through real information, real evidence, because people have been prepared and they are ready. People are ready.
Yeah. But this alien.com and Bob Lazar about Area 51 and so on, so all these, maybe the film by Steven Spielberg, they're all a bit like a dark side story. So it's a bit difficult to convince people that there's galactic federations.
Yes, because once the Galactic Federation of World is disclosed, well, the Professor Haim Eshed from Israel had already spoken about it, and other high-positioned people.
Yeah.
But once it's disclosed, it will be really a step in the understanding of where Earth is regarding to the existence of other civilizations, and people will understand that Earth has been working with the Federation covertly with these secret positive programs,
But it's really good that the Canadian Defense Minister and the Israel space, person said it, because that's very big announcement for people to believe what we say, right?
Yes, Paul Ehrlicher. Yes.
And Haim Eshed.
And Haim Eshed.
Yeah. Yes. So that's great. And Elon Musk said, I'm alien. Did you see that? He said so.
Yes. Well,
so maybe he has a role too, right?
Oh, Elon Musk, I was briefed by the Galactic Federation Force that he is about to play a great role in bringing Earth up to date with the next step of technological evolution. He is part of the people from the Federation.
But he said it. He's alien. He said it.
Yes, he said it. He said it.
Maybe
He
next
cannot
Melania
say it
Trump might
officially,
say.
you know,
No,
but it can
but
be
he
said
said
like a
it.
joke.
Oh,
So
was it a
people who
joke?
are ready can believe it.
Oh, yeah. Maybe Melania Trump might say I'm alien as a joke. And Baron Trump might say I'm a time traveler, like a joke.
Yes. Yes.
So it starts with like a joke, but it's really true.
Yes, yes. Because when you say it as a joke, you are protected, you know? If you receive threats from the dark agencies, you can say, yes, but I said it as a joke. Oh, it was a joke. That protects you, you know?
Okay. So we can say this is all joke, what we're doing. It's just
And we're
entertainment.
protected.
Oh, yes. Talking about protection, all these scientists that were taken out, I'm sure they were kind of manipulated. And I was so sad. I feel really sorry for these people. I really do. Don't you feel sorry for them? Why,
I feel
aren't they protected? Please,
they were,
why?
but it is, it's, you never sheltered, protected from a loose bullet, for instance, or from, you know, energy weapon. You have such a range, an array of technologies with electromagnetic weapon, because you can really target someone by radiation, slowly, that they catch a quick cancer, or just, you know, shoot them, or get into their mind, manipulate them to
Be depressed.
do something bad.
And they get depressed, I think. I think they can make you depressed.
Yes, they can.
Yeah. And eventually, but because, I was talking about this scientist on my YouTube channel, and I talked about you, but then I deleted it because I thought I should ask your permission if I can talk about you.
Okay.
So this
always
time I'm
flattered.
going to ask you because I can delete. But
Yes.
I think you were attacked. I know that you were attacked. And I don't know if you want to keep it secret or.
I can tell publicly that I was attacked many times with direct energy weapons.
And I can prove it because I remember very well when you were attacked. I don't know if you remember, but you gave me this voice message that you said you almost died. You sounded so, you really sounded so terrified, and you said that you really almost died.
Yes, I was shot in the
The
one of my
frequency
organs.
weapon. Yes.
Frequency weapons, yes.
Yeah.
And my organ just exploded in my abdomen.
Yes.
I was rushed to emergency and I was saved by Ia, my friend Ia.
I remember
Yes.
that. I think that was about 2 or 3 years ago.
3 years ago,
Yeah, before you came to Japan, I think.
before I came to Japan, exactly.
Yeah. I remember. So you are risking your life, and you had all these scary experiences for doing your
Yes.
mission. But
Yes.
but now you feel more safer. You think you're protected.
Yes, I feel safer because I have an extra layer of protection with my good companion Ia. But I'm still not 100% sheltered, protected. You know, I have a bodyguard that comes with me on all my events and conferences, and also you provide security, good security for me in Japan, because I am never protected, by just handshaking with poison or a bullet. It's my, it's always you don't take risks.
And you're in like a target list as well, right? Of certain organization.
Yes. Yes, I have been given evidence that I am monitored by the CIA and the Aerospace Company Corporation. More
Wow.
exactly, the Battelle Institute and Huntsville, Alabama base. Yeah, and a few other minor organizations, but these are the main ones. They are monitoring me, and especially the Aerospace Corporation.
So are they still like that or they changed?
I know that the CIA has been infiltrated by good elements to change the organization from within.
Yeah.
But I'm not that sure about the Aerospace Corporation. I have been told they are my main danger enemy. Yes.
Because, look at the scientist and David Wilcock. There's still danger,
Yes.
right?
There is still danger. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but it's going to be okay in Japan. It's
Oh
a
yes,
very
of
safe
course.
country.
Oh, I always feel safe,
Yeah.
very safe in Japan, and
But you said you're going to do these very exciting announcements in Scandinavia about this
yes,
technology. So won't you be targeted like other
yes,
scientists? So you have to be very
yes,
careful, right?
yes, and it's very challenging and risky because other scientists will be there who have also received attacks and threats.
Wow.
So the security there is going to be very important. It's stressful and exciting at the same time because you are doing the right thing. But that's the work, that's the risk of the work, that's how it
Okay.
is.
Okay. So it's okay to tell them that we're going to have a bright future and beautiful earth. And even the medbed might not be available another year or 2 years, but we have ivermectin and other lots of good technologies for health. So thank you very much, Elena. Thank you for coming to my channel. And we're going to have a beautiful conference on 14th of June.
Yes.
And foreigners are also welcome to come because I'm going to try to get foreigners together, the seats together. Okay. So thank you very much. Thank you.